Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today I have another installment of my makeup collection and perhaps declutter. A couple of the recent ones have been more of a maybe declutter, and I need to go back and then I'll update you. But I might have to film this, it depends on how much daylight. I'm kind of battling daylight at this point. I had a baby shower this afternoon, so that really cut into my filming time. So we're gonna start. These are face palettes. I want to show you what's going on with them. So this is where I have my face palettes. This is a Sterlite container. It's really heavy because it is really full. But that's not all, because I have this little stack that didn't fit into that. And then I have these ones here too. This is an allure box. So obviously I have a lot of face palettes. We're gonna see if I actually declutter some of this or not. So if you're interested in seeing my enormous face palette collection, just keep watching. These are highlighters. They might be blush palettes. They might be all-in-ones. There's no like contour palettes, I don't think, unless I got one in a box and I forgot about it. So we're gonna start right here with my extras that are not in anything. This first one is the Hourglass. This is the second Hourglass palette that they did. It has a setting powder, a highlighter, 2 blushes, and a bronzer. I really like this. This is the ambient lighting palette. I also have the third one. I want to get the fourth one too, which is ridiculous. This is what it looks like. It has 2 setting powders, a highlighter, a bronzer, and 2 blushes. They're both beautiful, really expensive. Those things were, I think, $80 a piece. I don't reach for them as much as I should, so I need to make it a point to reach for those more. One that is not in the container because I use it all the time, and I've started, like, since I got it, I've been using it a lot, is the Too Faced Natural Face palette. This is beautiful. I really enjoy this palette. I've used it a lot. You can tell that it is pretty dirty, and I've used a couple of the things a lot. This is a bronzer that I really enjoy. I'm trying not to blind you with it. Love the 2 blushes and the 2 highlights. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. The only thing I don't use is this bronzer because it has some shimmer to it, and it also is kind of dark. I might try it as a blush though. Might be interesting. This was pretty new. This came in the last Ricky's Cult Crushes. This is the Lumos by LA Splash. It is for highlighters. That is what they look like. I have not really played with it at all, to be honest with you. This I got in the VIB sale in August. This is the Jouer, what is this blush palette called? The Flirt Blush Duo. I really enjoy these two. Really nice subtle blush, and then a slightly darker one. Very nice. I like that one a lot. Kat Von D Metal Crush. This was on clearance for Labor Day, I think. And so I picked it up then. I think that's when I got it. Maybe I got it for Memorial Day. I don't remember. It has 3 highlighters in it. Those are those 3. They're very shimmery. It's not the most practical for my profession. I love this. This is the Kate Moss for Rimmel. This is one of the blush palettes, and it's a blush trio. It has a shimmer in the center, which is very akin to like the Papadot Peach. Then you have 2 mattes, a darker and a lighter. Really good. Really nice formula for the price, like good all around palette. Smashbox, I have a couple of these. I don't know if they're both out or if they're in the bigger box. This is the LA Lights. This is Culver City Coral. So you have those 3, really pretty. I like this one a lot as well. Let's see, do I have the other one here? I do. This is the Pacific Coast Pink, so they're more pinky shades. Let's compare those 2 really fast. This video is probably going to be long, and I apologize. So that is what those 2 look like compared to each other. One's just a little more peachy, One's a little bit more pink. From Becca, this is their holiday palette. This was the Blushed with Light. It's a trio. So it has Snapdragon, Songbird, and Wisteria. Pretty colors. Need to use that one more also. A blush trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills, ABH. I got this at TJ Maxx. They're really pretty too. I have not used it very much because it is a more recent purchase. From Lime Crime, I have the Angels palette. You have three shades in there, white, pink, and purple. Very nice. Also not the most practical. Ocean Jewels by Becca. This was the highlighter palette. You have 5 shades in there. That is what they look like. They are really pretty. I love the pink, like the 3 in the middle are probably my favorite. I picked this one up at TJ Maxx, or maybe I got it at Marshall's. This is a Makeup Revolution Chocolate Bar Powder Highlighter Duo in Light and Glow. I think these are supposed to be dupes of the Kylie highlighters, and I think they're both really nice. I've used it quite a bit. I need to break it back out though. From Tarte, this is the Blush Bazaar from last holiday season. I love this palette. We'll flip this in the center maybe. Such beautiful colors. This highlighter that's called Worthy, love that one. Really nice. I love Tarte blushes, so this was like a really nice thing to have. Nicole Guerrero for Anastasia Beverly Hills ABH. This was her glow kit. I have not used this much lately, so I think that is another one that I need to start using. If you want a really quick, easy to use palette, this is the Wanted One. This was a really good palette for that because you have some beautiful shades in there, some beautiful blush shades, and then a nice highlighter. Really enjoyed this palette. All right, so those were just the ones that were not in the case, so hang on while I get that case out. So I'm hoping these colors are showing up. I'm gonna have to go back and look through this again, but yes, let's keep going. First in here is a little one from Elizabeth Arden. This is a trio, blush, bronzer, and well, 2 blushes and a highlighter. I don't think I've even touched this one, so I need to actually use that one. From Tarte, this is the Skin Twinkle. This is the first Rainforest of the Sea palette. So it has the 2 highlighters and the banana powder in there. That's what's in the center. I have not used this one either. I need to. I got that because I loved this Skin Twinkle Volume 2, which is the second one. Used this one quite a bit. So that's what it looks like. I think I heard that this one is better than the first one, but I wanted it to check for myself. From MAC, this was the Nutcracker Sweet collection, which I had to get because it was Nutcracker. This is what it looks like. It has the Tutu Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and then this blush is at Dusk. That was the only way you could get these 2 shades. Really pretty. I love the packaging on this collection as well. Another one from Lime Crime. This is Fairies. They're a little darker, a little bolder than Angels, but this one is really pretty still. This is Enchantment. From Pure, this is a little tiny one. This is a Sculpt palette. So you have 3 bronzers. Oh no, it looks like one of them is cracked. I think this one I'm going to put in a pass along. So I'm going to pass this one along, not because it's cracked, but just because I don't use bronzers all that much. I also have this one, which is the Glow. So it is 3 highlighters. Those look pretty dark. So I'm going to put this in my maybe pile. So we're starting to get somewhere. From Elizabeth Arden, this is 2 blushes and a highlighter. I wonder if these are the same shades. Let's look. Maybe I can pass along one of these. What do you think? I think they look basically the same. So this one, it looks like I have swatched, so I will keep this one, and I'm going to pass along the circle one. I like the packaging better. I do. I like the packaging on that one better. From ColourPop, this is a duo. I don't know what shade it is because it does not say. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile because I don't ever reach for that, and I don't remember really enjoying it that much either. From Cargo, this is a blush and bronzer duo in Catalina and Medium. That's what they look like. I'm going to pass that one along because I don't really need, and it's itty bitty, not exactly my style. The bronzer, not the size. From Tarte, this is Pink Champagne Blush and Glow. This is a really nice duo. I really do like this one. Really easy to just grab. From Lorac, this is the Ladies Who Brunch, I think. Is that what this collection was? It does not say, unfortunately. It has 4 colors, and they're really nice colors. This one I don't use as much, but I did really like this palette, so I need to start working with it again. Another palette from Lorac that I love is the Beauty and the Beast palette. It took me forever to find this darn palette, but it was so worth the search because look at how beautiful those colors are. Definitely keeping that. I have 2 of these. This is my backup palette. This is the MAC times Jeremy Scott. So this one is my extra for my collection. I've probably talked about Jeremy Scott on here before, and you're probably like, oh my gosh, we get it. I love Moschino. It is one of my favorite brands to watch. I don't own anything that's not like makeup related or perfume related because everything is just too expensive otherwise. But I was really excited when he put out this collection with MAC, and I love the packaging. And I also really liked this palette. I got it and I was like, dang, that's like my perfect shades right there. Not the best colors for everybody, but for me, perfect coloring. So Acoustica, really excited to have that one. From Natasha Denona, this was something that I got recently in the VIB sale. This is the Blush and Glow Duo. It doesn't say what color it is. It's a mini. It's really tiny. It's about the size of a credit card. That's what they look like. They're really pretty. I just have to make sure I have a small enough brush to use them. Another Kate Moss. This is Golden Sands. This is the lightest of the 3 from Rimmel. It has a highlight, a bronzer, and a blush. It's pretty. It's a pretty good palette. And then I just realized I didn't see that they have like a little diagram on the back that tells you how to put it all on. So that's kind of nice. I really like this palette. It is just so big and so bulky. It's from LA Colors. I picked this up at Burlington for like $4. So it was like probably the best makeup deal I have in here. It is all of those blushes. So many blushes. Even this one looks really like a highlighter in the camera, but it is a very light pink blush. All sorts of colors from purples to bright pinks to peaches. Just wish it was a little less bulky and a little less, it's really like, it's not the best packaging, really cheap. From Ulta, this is a palette that came in a set. It has a setting powder, a highlighter, a bronzer, and a blush. I really do enjoy this one. I think it is a nice palette. I need to start using it some more. Really like the colors on it. From Too Faced, this is Selfie Powders, and you have 3 in here. You have, what are they called? Totally Toasted is in the center. Then we have Moon, River, and Sunrise. So they're supposed to give you kind of like a filtered effect. I'm going to pass this one along because I never reach for it and I don't know what to do with it. So let's just get rid of it. From Bare Minerals, this is the translucent powder duo. So you have a matte and a glow. They're both pretty nice. I need to use that one some more as well. You're going to hear me say that a lot because I have a lot. We're still pretty darn full. From Lorac, this is the Cue the Confetti Highlighter and Blush Palette. This is what it looks like. So it has a highlighter, which is way too dark, and then 3 really pretty blush colors. I do like Lorac blushes. From Kat Von D, this is the Alchemist palette. So you have the 4 shades that kind of change color. From Urban Decay, this is the Jean-Michel Basquiat. I had it when this came out. I just butchered it and I'm sorry. This is actually a hangable piece of art. It has its little thing back here. So I liked that version of it, but I also just thought it was really cool. Has some really different blush shades, so like that. Then from e.l.f., I got this in a Target box. This is the Total Face Palette. It has 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile because I have not really reached for it ever for any reason, so put it in that so that I actually like try it. Urban Decay Afterglow palette. I got this when it went on clearance. That is what it looks like. 4 highlighters. They are pretty different. We'll say that. Natasha Denona, this is a blush duo number 14. The thing I hate about this is the magnet came undone, so you have to be very careful when I put it back together. These are pretty. I need to use them some more though. I need to fix the package. I think that would help a great deal. From Pure, this is the Bronze and Brighten. This came in a BoxyCharm. This is another one I need to put in my maybe because I don't really know if I even want to keep that one. But I don't know if I really used it, to tell you the truth. So that one's going in there. From Lancome, this is a contour, highlight, and blush. Those are so pretty. I need to use this one. There's a lot in here I need to use more of. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the contouring palette in Dolce de Leche. Everybody talks about this, and I was like, sure, I'll get it. I never use it. It's going in the giveaway, in the pass-along pile. I love this. This is my first experience with bronzer and contour. This is the Tarte Pro Glow To Go. It has 2 highlights and a contour. This, I remember going in, and the gal at Ulta was like, your contour looks so good. And I was like, oh, thank you, because I just had like a little bit down here, because that's all I ever do with contour. Really enjoy this, so that one is definitely being saved. Then we have another from Tarte. This is Kind is the New Pretty. This is a cheek palette. I think this one, is this the one that's too dark? I have 2 of these, and one of them, yeah. This one I'm going to put in my maybe pile, because I don't know. I feel like this one is just too much, so it's going in my maybe pile. The other one I have is the Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette, and it is a blush, bronzer, and highlight. I think I'm going to put this in my maybe pile too, to really get a good sense about it. That one looks really pretty though. From Smashbox, this is the Casey Holmes Spotlight Palette in Pearl. I think it's Casey Holmes. Is that her? I don't know. There's a lot of big YouTubers that I never really watched. That is what they look like. They are really pretty. I do really enjoy that highlighter set. From Pure, this is a highlighter set palette called Elevation. You have 3 highlighters in there. That middle one is marbled. It's a little different. From Ulta, this is just a little tiny palette. It has a highlighter, a bronzer, and a setting powder. I think I'm going to pass this one along because I don't need it, and it doesn't really look like my shades all that much. From Jessica Liebenstein, this is a Blush and Brighten face palette in Blush and Poppy. I forgot about this one. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty those colors are. This reminds me of the Pantone color of the year, the Radiant Orchid. Definitely need to use that. I thought it was this one, which is my illuminating face highlighter in Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. I love these highlighters. Really was happy to get those in BoxyCharm. Really like those. This is from Pacifica. This is a coconut infused blush duo. I don't really like these colors, and I don't really like the formula. So I'm going to pass these along because they're not me. So they're gone. This is an illuminating palette from e.l.f. They're very natural highlights, and I just could try to make them work. So that one is going to be passed along as well. You're making some progress. I have a little pile going. Anastasia blush kit. This is Radiant. They also had like a really dark one too with like purples and stuff. I did not get that one. This was the lighter of the two. Hopefully it's still looking good. Sephora, this is was like a blush palette. Oh, that was just the plastic. And it had like the shimmer version of it and then the non-shimmer version. I've barely used this. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile because that is not something I've used very much. Another one from Sephora. This was so cute. I had to get this one. Has the blush and the highlighter and the bronzer. This was like $10, I think. Need to use that one some more. Sweet Peach Glow by Too Faced. I'm sure you've seen this one. It smells so good. I'm such a sucker for the peach stuff. Okay, sorry. Thank you for indulging me in that. That is what it looks like. It has the highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer. Keeping that. Real Her. This is, I don't know why. Does anybody watch or used to watch Girl Meets World? And she'd be like, her. That's what I kind of just did. This is the Be Fearless, Be Limitless. 2 blushes and a bronzer. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile. A Z palette, or an Ofra magnetic palette, and it has 2 blushes in it. This probably is going to get filled. I need to reorganize my magnetic palette because it is a little bit of a mess right now. From Flower Beauty, this is the highlighting palette that everybody talked about. And then I finally got it, and I've never really used it. They look really pretty. They remind me of the Jessica Liebenstein highlighters, so I need to use that one. I love this one. This is from Tarte. Look at the packaging. This reminds me of like Jasmine. This is the Blush Bliss. This actually reminds me of the brushes that Luxie did. Oh, really want those. And it has 4 blushes in it. Love these. Always love my Tarte blushes. From the Balm, I have 2 here. This is the Girls Getaway Trio. It has Balm Springs, Balm Beach, and Balm Desert. Man, it barely looks like I've used any of them. I need to start using that because that's a good one. Then I have the Manonizer Sisters, Mary Luminizer, Cindy Luminizer, and Betty Luminizer. That is what they look like. They're really pretty, especially Cindy Lou. And I know Mary Lou is like a big cult favorite. Maybe not a cult favorite, but a big favorite. From Cover FX, this is the Perfect Highlighting Palette. And it has 6 shades in it. I need to use this one too because I don't know if I've used it. From Urban Decay, this is the Illuminated Trio from Naked. still has the brush in it. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile because if I remember right, these were just really like chunky, glittery, and not so pretty, so much pretty. So yeah. From NYX, this is the Strobe of Genius Illuminating Palette. I don't think I've used this one either. Basically probably just swatched it and that's about it. That is also going to go in my maybe pile. Fiona Styles Multi-Dimensional Color Palette. This one is really nice. I liked this one. I don't know why I stopped using it. It has 2 highlighters on the top and a bronzer and then 3 blushes on the bottom. It's nice. From IBY Beauty, this is the Highlight and Contour Palette. Yeah, I'm going to pass this one along. It has 3 highlighters and 3 contours, but I don't do that, so that one's an easy pass along. Becca Apres-Ski, I love this one. Oh my gosh, I love this palette. I know this was a controversial palette and other people didn't like it as much, but I love it. It does have some things that I already have, but that is okay. So it has blush, it has bronzer, it has highlighters. Those are the 3 highlighters, those are the 2 blushes, and that's the bronzer. Love this one, definitely recommend that one. Picked this one up at Burlington, and I don't know, I haven't really swatched it at all. This is the Paris Hilton Glow Goddess highlighters palette. So it's $4.99. It has 6 shadows, or 6 highlighters, sorry, not shadows. 6 highlighters in it, and the packaging is very, very hollow. Probably should use that one. Same thing with this one. This is the Mega Glow highlighting palette that Wet n Wild did last year. So it has like a green, 2 pinky peaches, and a blue one. This is a really pretty good palette. This is Strobe and Glow. I got this at Kohl's. It was like $12.99, and you can use your 30% off coupons with it. They're really like highlighty highlights. They look like a highlight just in the pan. It's pretty cool. So they have that one. From Tarte, this is the Tartiste Pro Glow. I've not used this one like at all. That cream contour, man. But man, does it smell good. Oh, it smells so, so good. Yeah, had that one. Then we got some glow kits by Anastasia Beverly Hills, ABH. This is Sweets. I love this one. Sassy Grape. Oh, love Sassy Grape. Love Marshmallow. Love Taffy. This is a great palette. I love this one. This is my first glow kit that I got. Then I got this one, and this was the Ultimate Glow, and I don't like it as much. It's not really a lot of shades that I would wear. So I'm going to put this in my maybe pile because I need to really decide if I want to keep it or not. Glow kit, this is Aurora. All of those crazy colors. The fun colors, but the crazy colors nonetheless. Then Moonchild, which is beautiful. Very icy toned. But I do like that. From Benefit, I got this real cheeky party. I got this at the kiosk, not the kiosk, the vending machines that they have in the airports from Benefit, and I think it's so fun. I took out the other products, so like there was a highlight, there's the highlighter, and then I think a mascara and an eyeliner, and I took them out. But in here you have Dandelion, Rockateur, Sugar Bomb, Hula, and Coralista. I have barely touched this one at all, but I do like it. And I have this one because, you know I have all of them, but I bought this strictly for the palette packaging, the Ballet Bar. It has California, it has Gold Rush, which is beautiful, Rockateur, Hula, and Dandelion. Do you like this one? It stays in its box. It's the only one in here that is in its own box because of the packaging. Next we have the Big Blush Book 3 from Tarte. This thing is huge. I was thinking about depotting this and putting it in a Z palette, but I haven't decided yet. I don't even know if I've used these. Like, looking at this, I honestly do not know if I've used it. It's huge. That is all the shades. Man, I need to start using some of this stuff. I need to find a better way of storing it other than in this container. All right, last one. This is getting really hot on my lap too, that plastic. This one, Narcissist. This is a great one. I got this one, Ulta had a sale on it. So 4 blushes, a kind of a powder banana cream, and then the 2 bronzers. I love the blushes in this palette. It doesn't look like I've used it very much though. Nice palette. Smashbox. This is a great one. This is part of the holiday set. You have highlight, blushes, bronzers, and then like a setting powder, like that one. And then finally, I have the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay palette, UD times GX. And you have 2 highlighters and 4 blushes. It's beautiful. This is actually my second one. I have one that is in its packaging, never touched. Ended up buying a second one because I really wanted to use it and play with it. And I need to. I really do. That was a lot. It is getting pretty dark here, so I think I'm going to sign off for the evening, and I will be back. I have a couple more videos to film this weekend that you should be seeing shortly. So I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Let me know your thoughts on my collection. I know it was a little big. I know this was a little long, so I apologize. Let me know if you think I kept some things that I shouldn't have kept, or if I eliminated things that you don't think I should have eliminated. I will have numbers down here, both of the ones that are my maybes, the ones that I have decluttered, and the ones that I am keeping. Let me know your thoughts. If you have not subscribed already, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, it would mean so very much to me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.